Here we are, the very first day of the 2017 Melbourne Leisurefest. You know, there are vans and attractions as far as the eye can see, but I'm going to pick out 5 things that you've got to look at when you're here at the show. Of course, one of the fantastic features of Melbourne Leisurefest is the chance to see Elco's electronic stability control in action for yourself. Now, ESC is available for vans that are fitted with disc brakes, and coincidentally, that's what this van's fitted with here. But we're going to jump in the car and we're going to see how this thing works for ourselves. Now, this is the first time for me, so I'm a little bit nervous. What we do is I'll go down there at between 70 and 80 kilometres an hour and we do a swerve and recovery test. No, I'm not nervous at all. Why would I be nervous? Is that sarcasm? No, not at all. Well, that was fantastic. I tell you what, even in this wet weather, the van just felt incredibly well planted to the road. Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's a good thing about the Elco ESC system. It works in all weather conditions, whether it's as wet as this is today, or, you know, a nice sunny day, it'll work perfectly fine. After a long day on the road, the last thing you want to do is cook dinner. And you know, that's where the DREAMPOT comes in, and that's why it's another of my favourite things to see at Leisurefest.
It's an oven that doesn't run on power. Right?
Okay.
So this is your oven.
Yep.
When you're cooking with it, these inner pots, they are your saucepans. So you started cooking on the stove, get it really going, take it from the stove, drop it back into your DREAMPOT and close it up. That's now cooking in its own heat. Fantastic. So you can put it in the van and dry, and that's actually cooking as you're travelling.
Thermal cooking at its finest.
Thermal cooking at its finest, with no power, no electricity, no gas. Cooks in its own heat.
Maren, this looks amazing. I'm just going to rip straight in.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Tender, isn't it?
That is so good. Oh my God.
Potatoes and carrots are lovely.
This is one of the best pickle porks I've ever had. Another thing that's caught my eye at Melbourne Leisurefest is the WINDSOR Silhouette camper. Now, it's not a new camper, not by any means, but you know, every time I come to a show, it really catches my eye. I just want to go and have a look at it. Now, if this camper looks familiar, that's because it has its origins in the old Caravan silhouette, and that's even down to the offside slide-out kitchen. For my money, the ROADSTAR SIRIUS is another van to check out when you're at Melbourne Leisurefest. It's got heaps of lithium battery capacity, Sat King satellite dish system on the roof, you know, you've got your off-road suspension, slide-out kitchen, and look, you step inside and honestly the quality of the finish is second to none. Now, a van that I think you should absolutely check out when you're at Melbourne Leisurefest is the JAYCO Freedom Campervan. Now, it's a brand new release from JAYCO, and if I'm not mistaken, it's the first time they've used the Toyota Hiace as the base vehicle for the campervan conversion. It's available in both petrol and diesel, you know, manual and automatic, and for 2 people, it's a really good value way of getting out on the road. Melbourne Leisurefest is probably one of my favourite Australian RV shows, but that's just between you and me. I love the variety of caravans, motorhomes, camper trailers, and all the attractions that are on offer here.